Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. It is free to follow me. Free to follow me on this channel, Anonymous Tea. Free to follow me on my other channel, Anonymous Tea Podcast. There is new content over there. Follow me on the Tickety Talk at Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Instagram. On the Instagram, he's at Anonymous Reality Tea. Free to share everywhere. Free to like the video so it gets out to the algorithm. Free to share with your family, your friends, and your foes, and coming or going, hit the like button. So today we're talking the Peanut Gallery is back with I guess some announcements on Carlos King's behalf. I don't know. We're going to talk about it. Sorry for the late video, y'all. I just got back from the movies. We did a late night edition of Mission Impossible, y'all. A late edition, y'all. But it was good. Was it better than some of the previous Mission Impossibles? I wouldn't go that far, but I was thoroughly entertained as usual with Tom Cruise and some of these storylines and everything else. And I'm finally back. I am finally back. I think the last time I did a late movie like this was back when I was a kid and my mom wanted to see Star Wars and everything else, and it was all when you're a kid, though, it's different because it's like you're trying to sleep. You're trying to sleep. And you're in it, and then you fall asleep, so I had to rewatch it. I forget which Star Wars it was. It'll come to me at a later date. But nonetheless, we need to talk. The Peanut Gallery is back. The Peanut Gallery is back because for some reason, they really want to speak on this lawsuit. And conveniently, everybody who hates Mel or newly hates Mel, everybody's all friends again, right? Because you're all friends because you dislike one person, right? And so she's talking about how, Mel should just pay the money and da-da-da-da-da-da. What? What? I'm sorry. So it is okay for somebody to wish for you and your entire family to be unalive. It is okay for somebody to say that you need to join your ancestors into the throes of glory and everything else. Like all that's okay. Whether it is you, your kids, or whoever, all of that is okay. But y'all the same people who say, talking about this, talking about that is off limits, but y'all had no problem. I'm just trying to, I'm just trying to point it out. Like, there's hypocrisy galore. Hypocrisy galore. But it's just funny to me, right? Like, y'all wanted Mel off this show. Mel is off this show, and y'all still can't stop talking about Mel. And I know what happened. I know why Carlos King sent out the bat signal. He is pissed that Mel is thriving without him. He is pissed that Mel never signed that alleged manager deal and everything else. And Mel just won her first telly out of 13,000 other submissions of other TV programming, and Melody Cherie's show Sharnita's World won. And I know that just eats him up. That eats him up, and Mel has already won an award for reality TV queen and everything else, and it just eats him up. So what happened, right? So the Peanut Gallery is alleging that there is this demand to find out when Love and Marriage Huntsville is back, and I'm a little bit confused because I've been missing this demand. I don't know what she's talking about. I mean, maybe because LAMH is just out of my algorithm completely. I really don't know. Since LAMH turned into the beef sector, I don't see any LAMH content. Like I don't. I don't even tag it because for why? I don't need to see anything. So nonetheless, I don't know what she's talking about. The only thing that I saw, and I think this was like a few weeks back, was, and I forget what even post it was or what it was about, but somebody had asked Letitia if the show was coming back, and she said absolutely. But here's my thing, right? Y'all filmed or whatever since January, right? People have been saying, and they said that they have inside sources, they have exclusive tea, that they're close to the cast members, and they've been saying since April that the show was going to be back. April has turned into May. May is now turned into June. And allegedly the show's going to be back soon in a few weeks or whatever else. My question is this: where is the trailer? Where is the press release from OWN that the show is coming back? Like, it's weird. And you would think if this is a franchise that has garnered spinoffs for Detroit and DC, part of what you would do was align the show's airing similarly, either back to back or concurrently, so it draws up even more interest for the show. And this go around, you have barely 8 episodes of Love and Marriage Detroit, and it's crickets again. It is absolute crickets again. There are a few rationales that I have that I think is going on. Either one, the impact of Mel leaving is a lot bigger than what this cast wants to admit to. And whatever they did film, maybe some people, some executives aren't featuring it. Like, let's just talk about it. And because there was rumors that they tried to ask Mel back, or they were trying to make sure for sure she was done for good, and this wasn't like a situation where she was holding out or whatever, allegedly. And and Mel said no, I'm done for good, right? I'm done with this for good. And it seems like they really underestimated Mel actually leaving the show for good, which I don't understand. She left Martell for good. Why wouldn't she leave the show for good? Y'all really thought, and I think this cast really thought, that they were going to drag out the grooming allegations for this upcoming season. They were going to drag out whatever allegedly happened in the limo, because that was going to give them a storyline, that was going to give Martell a storyline, and they were just going to keep dragging out these things and keep mentioning the concubine and just expect Mel to deal with it. And if Mel has already stopped, filming with Martell, what made you think that she was going to talk about old stuff while she was married to Martell when she wants nothing to do with him? Like, it's weirdo behavior. But then you have Carlos King in an interview with Drew Sidora telling her the opposite, that she needs to be done with Ralph for good, she needs to leave him. But on Love and Marriage Huntsville, you wanted Mel and Martell to get back together and having a whole breakdown at the reunion about it. No. So I think that's one piece. I think another piece is this lawsuit, I think, really has the executives feeling a certain type of way, to where that is either delayed the release of their show or put the show on pause or something, right? I don't think the executives are happy with this lawsuit and the nature of the lawsuit and everything else. I do not think that they are happy with that. I just don't. Whatever side of the coin you're on, I don't think that they're happy with this lawsuit. And I feel like the show is on punishment as a result of that. Also, the other option, because I guess the Peanut Gallery made reference to, when one door closes, another one opens, and wanted to boast about the shows and things that Carlos King has, and da-da-da-da-da. The other piece is it's going to be a repackaged show that's not LAMH. It's going to be a new show. It's going to have, basically the same cast without Mel. And either they're going to rename the show something else, or the show is going to air on another network. But where is the official press release, announcement, article, and everything else? And why are you saying you can't say anything? Carlos King has to make all the announcements. You'll hear from him. No. Carlos King just said on his own platform that networks make the decisions, not him. That the networks make the hiring and firing decisions. So which is it? Either Carlos King is in charge of it all, or the network is in charge of it all. Y'all can't pick and choose, how y'all want to do this. And it's mighty funny. Y'all want to keep LAMH under wraps all of a sudden, when a big part of the reason the show took off was because of social media, was because of the content creators that were talking about the show and reviewing the show. And now all of a sudden, y'all just want to be on this secret mission, and we can't tell anybody, it's MI6, it's B613, it's this and that, like it's classified information, and it's a freaking reality show. Make it make sense. Y'all acting like this is some type of undercover mission that we have to, hold cover and wait for the big reveal. No. It is drier than dry as it pertains to LAMH. And you were whatever. I don't know if this was encouraged for you to do it, because people will listen to you on the internet and they were like, hey, can you just continue to keep people interested, continue to keep people, you know, engaged, that the show still is going to be back, the show's still going to come back. We haven't heard anything yet officially, but just tell them this or whatever else, and an announcement will be shortly. That's all this is to get people to talk about it, to garner interest for the show, you guys. But I don't think they realize how much damage has actually been done, and Carlos King is too prideful to admit that he made a mistake. Carlos King is too prideful to admit that he made the same mistake that he made on Real Housewives of Atlanta, when you go too far in these storylines and you play favorites with these cast members, and then when you don't like a cast member anymore, you just decide, oh, I'm just going to destroy their entire existence and expect them to come back for more, as if they're desperate more for reality TV fame and fortune than their mental health and their overall well-being, and having the audacity to say that you create a safe space for your shows when there are Black women quitting galore. Everything moved with Mel on the show, and with Mel as the face of this show. And all of a sudden, some people's heads got too big. Some people got in their feelings. They were not getting the same motion, the same attention. And then people really got upset when there were people exposing what these people's real lives were about. And y'all didn't like that. So y'all thought, okay, let's have a counterattack. Let's bring people on specifically to just hate Mel every single day, hate her entire existence, talk about her kids, talk about her, and nothing was off limits. And then you thought that that was going to overthrow the people that supported her. And y'all were hoping, okay, this could be a new way that we're going to do this show, and everybody just going on the attack on Mel. Just go on the attack on Mel. You have to be anti-Mel to stay on the show. But what happens when Mel is no longer on the show? Then what? You can't just repackage these people and just mold them into whatever you want them to be and expect fans to just tune in. That's not how this works. You have to acknowledge you pissed off a lot of people. You alienated your own fan base by saying nobody was going to tell you what to do with your own shows, and you can talk about as Bravo as much as you want to, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And meanwhile, the ratings kept free falling. And now, in a desperate attempt, you still want to discuss this show, but you want to have it in a controlled environment. You want to have it in a controlled setting where only certain people are allowed to talk about the show. Only certain people are allowed to give announcements about the show. And you don't realize that most of these people don't care. They don't care anymore because, unfortunately, this show has brought out the worst in so many people, including your own cast, Carlos King. And it expanded to so many things. It infected so many people that people don't want to see this negativity on on television. So even if it does come back, don't expect, certain people to be covering it. But I honestly think the severity of everything that's going on has really put a negative spotlight anything associated with this show. And every so often we're going to get these lives where it's like, hey, we got to drum up interest. We got to drum up interest for the show. And people keep pushing back the date. It's coming back in April. It's coming back in May. No. It's coming back in June. And it's like, when is it going to stop? When is it going to stop? Where's the press release? Where's the trailer? Because all this other foolishness and all this other rigmarole isn't it, y'all. It isn't it at all. So there's that. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.